Hi Libra, welcome back to my channel. Tis I, the one and only Archer with Archer Astrology. How you doing, darling? Hi. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Thanks for hanging out again. It is time, Libra, to take a look at the love energies surrounding you and the one on your mind for December of 2022. We are going to take a look at the past, where you've been, the present, where you're hanging out with me, yours truly, and then set your GPS for potential future outcome. See where the energies will take you as we go through December into Capricorn season and off into January of 2023. Which is good because I have been having a lot of dyslexic type problems dealing with saying 2022 because that's a lot of 2020s to try to spit out there. Now, granted, yours truly does indeed have perfect 2020 vision. However, saying it all the time for a math major, not so bueno, not so much. I was a math major, so spelling and grammar that's not my strong point. I rarely text with punctuation. I try to use punctuation, but it's much like trying to reshuffle this deck. It just doesn't always work out right. So, meanwhile, Libra. Anyways, right now, what we've got going on out there up in the skies, we have, of course, especially if you're watching this right now, we have a full moon in Gemini only hours away from happening. That's like real time, real talk. So you've got a volcanic eruption underneath this cold moon going in. All this pent up energy that we've been dealing with since the 11/11 portal back during Scorpio season, and is now continuing to bottle up and get tenser and more introverted. And it's like back onto the 11/11 portal, we poured the baking soda down into the paper mache volcano, and now it wasn't really working. So Sagittarius came up with their arrow and was like, "Watch this." Thump, thump, and it takes off in Gemini. So we go from this anxious, nervous, introvertedness, think Scorpio-ish, and then you go into Sagittarius, and then so Cupid starts smoking a little crack, and then you put the moon into Gemini. So then Cupid gets the idea that it's really cool that he walks over and he's like, "Hey, Gemini, hey, can I borrow your sword for a second?" And Gemini's like, "Okay." And then, so what happens then is Cupid, frickin' Archangel Michael, pops the sword, the Ace of Swords, right into his bow and shoots it, and it just penetrates right into your forehead. And that's basically the eruption happening. But after that, things start to calm down, get more grounded and stable, and we can have a 12/12 portal meeting and see exactly what manifests. Because 12/12 is a beautiful time for new births. So let's use the tried, tested, true taught deck going on. There's more stuff happening because, of course, that's your top story. Full moon in Gemini. That's your top story, especially if you're here right now. Also, at the end of the month, though, after we've crossed out of Sagittarius season into Capricorn season, Mercury is going to go retrograde again. This holiday season is brought to you by Mercury, the planet that spins backwards. Wonderful, fantastic, isn't it? And we have three cardinal aspects going to happen. The Ram point, the 0-degree point, where some rocks and some astrological events cross over. Ooh, I cheated. I let you see it. Your energy at the bottom of the deck is Prince of Wands, Leo energy. Hi, Libra. Hi, Leo. But anyways, so as we go into the Mercury retrograde and Capricorn, you've got these points where like Mercury, Mars, as we go into Capricorn and planets go into a cardinal sign, couple that up with Jupiter and Neptune, and those going direct, that brings more of the Pisces into it, and your dreams start to manifest, and you go from this introverted Scorpio feeling to more of an extroverted cardinal sign feeling, as opposed to like fixed and mutable energy. You go straight into the cardinal stuff, which you should understand. You're a cardinal sign, Libra, and that's why you got your Prince of Wands. Embracing a little Leo energy at the bottom of the deck? Possibly. Let's we'll just do this later. Oh, pre-shuffles a King of Cups. Nice. All right, wanting some love? All right, let's take a look at the past. Since we're going for it, let's do it to it. I appreciate you all for being here. All right, let's see what we got for Libra. Past energies, we've got the Princess of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have the Prince of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So far, I'm seeing some Taurus and some Cancer. High Priestess, Cancer, Virgo shows up to the party, tuning in and tapping in, knowing kind of what you wanted. This makes sense as we're going into the full moon. 9 cups, happiness, all right, and an Ace of Pentacles. So what we've got going on here, Libra, is some extra work that you've been doing, anchoring with this High Priestess, straight out with Cancer and Virgo energy, also a little Pisces, but more of the intuitive side. High Priestess is tapping into intuition. and using this moon energy to manifest what you want. So in the past, you've kind of kept your head down and stayed a little quiet in the past, looking at the road ahead, trying not to trip over this freaking big ass white shawl you're wearing right there as a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy shows up. You would come forward with this happy energy and this Nine of Pentacles setup. Nine of Pentacles. Where did I get that Princess of Pentacles setup coming out? And you would want to, you knew the time was right to put it out, say what you wanted to say, and you would always go above and beyond to get to that point, because it's more of what I'm seeing from your past energy is making everybody else happy, Libra, where you would, it's kind of like as a cardinal sign, you kind of know what you need to do to make somebody happy. You can pick up on it intuitively, especially if dealing with a fixed or mutable sign. So you kind of would do what you had to do to make everybody happy, that type of a thing, regardless of what it was. You would dig in Ace of Pentacles style that you wanted to manifest this out and progress forward. Taurus and Virgo and Capricorn again coming out. So you would get to this point of making an offer, going above and beyond, because you would pick up that your person needed it and wanted it, and you knew it would make them happy. So this would lead you to want to set this Ace of Pentacles into place. And you'd put it out there, and then your person would come back with the usual stuff. They wouldn't want to commit, or they would get a little too into their feels on the other side of things, and they couldn't make the past go away. You guys would wind up having fights with kids. You'd have issues with problems from just trying to come together and do this. You would lay it out there and say exactly what you wanted with this Cancer energy, putting the love out for a happy home. And like intuitively, you were saying to your person, well, I know this is what'll work, and you would do what you had to do to make your person happy. Maybe even further into the past, you did a little extra overtime with the Ace of Wands card. We don't know. It's what you do. We're all free people. We do what we want. But it's really literally, that's what it's saying intuitively. Like, okay, if you knew your person wanted the boom boom stick, you went ahead and you made your person happy, and then you would come out to them and just be like, okay, well, I do everything I can to take care of you. Is it possible we could, I don't know, Libra, is it possible we could eat out tonight? And they're like, well, yeah, what are you gonna pick up? What are you gonna get? And you're like, maybe you could go and do it. That's, I don't know why I'm relating it to a food order, but that sort of a thing where it's like you put everything into it and then it wasn't coming back the other way. And intuitively, you knew this is what would lead to this happiness with this Pisces energy that shows up Nine of Cups style and wanting to just manifest it that way. So you go back and forth down that cycle with them. And that's literally what it is. It's like getting into a loop or a karmic cycle where even if it winds up being different people, like think about it. If you think back into the points when you were younger, every time this cycle comes around, Libra, right? You feel like you've been here before, especially underneath this moon energy. And you've come from this place as you've gone through trying to manifest these other things. Princess of Pentacles. Isn't this how it always goes? Maybe not even this person. Maybe what you're going through right now with this person is what's starting to trigger up some old stuff and from past people. And then you start thinking about that one ex 6 years ago that you haven't spoke to in 6 years, and you don't even know if they still exist. For all you know, it was like one of them things. It was like a 3-month relationship, and it really didn't go anywhere. It was kind of fun, that sort of thing. But you remember how they treated you, and how when you would call them, they wouldn't answer. And then they would call back the next morning, and they'd be like, well, I don't know what you expected from me. I had stuff going on. Like a memory like that comes up, and then you would start again. It would keep flipping back around, and you go through it. And this time you're like, no, thank you. Don't want this anymore. You've taken the time intuitively with this High Priestess energy to focus out the bad stuff and come back around to find the newer stuff that you want. So you've actually got a good past. It feels like it's not. I know you can get up into your head that way. Anybody can. But we think 77,000 thoughts a day. So there's no way for you to not go through lack feelings. Everybody can have a bad day just like they have a good day. It's what you do with it that takes you there. Now, so, whoa, jumpers, like half the deck. You can't do that. However, we're going to take a little peek. Dude, you're like getting a good past reading. 10 of Cups. I'm not going to show you all this stuff. Oh, whoa, they like flipped in weird reverse orders too. The heck is up with that? That's creepy deaky. High Priestess is in there. 10 of Cups at the bottom, and the Two of Swords jumped out here. Just like you both want to cut out this shit and not do it anymore. So maybe it's like, Libra, that you're manifesting somebody new, and it's like you're gonna try it again, but you're gonna do it differently this time. Like I almost hear a Libra somewhere saying, no, Archer, not differently. I want to get it right this time. I know exactly what I want. So if we could get it right this time, I'd appreciate it. Our jumper is the Knight of Swords. You show up right straight up right there saying, I know what I freaking want. You know, it's fair, it's just, it's what I want. Bottom of the deck, pre-cut 5 wands, doing the work and that struggle to achieve that 6 of wands victory that you want. Makes sense. All right, Libra, let's see what we got. Post-cut, we have the 7 of Pentacles. That's cool. That's growing that money tree to do the work. It gets to that point, like let's say you're in a long-term relationship already and a commitment, and you just want to know where it's going to the next step because you're wanting to manifest this 9 of Cups with an Ace of Pentacles and start fresh from this point and put the past behind you. You focused on this almost to a point of obsession because you're trying to grow this 7 of Pentacles money tree. And of course, the Princess of Pentacles would do that with more energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn coming out because those do look like some good apples, Eve. Oh, yes, Eve, darling. They're very good looking apples. Why don't you try one? Just try one. It's just an Ace of Cups. See? And this is where we're going. You just like the Ace of Pentacles now, your relationships or offers always started at this Ace of Cups point. And we're going right back around to that point because this Ace of Cups is flowing over. I mean, okay, how you doing, Libra? Did what you had to do to get where you had to go? That's fine. Ain't nobody hating on me. We ain't nothing but mammals, right? Everybody got to get a little boom boom on. And if you do it Ace of Cups style as opposed to Ace of Wands, that's more love. All right. Maybe that was your Ace of Cups first. You know what I mean? And judgment shows up, putting aside the old. See how she's mourning at the grave right there? We're not talking cup energy right there. We're just talking that you've made a choice to put this past behind you and to move forward. You want this Ace of Cups, even if it's all over the place. You want an Ace of Cups. And Prince of Cups style, a lot of Cancer coming out, Scorpio and Pisces too. But as a fellow cardinal sign, you will get the connections with Cancers because they're also cardinal signs. So a Libra might come out with one set of words where they say this is the way it's going to be, and a Cancer is going to be like, no, we're going to do it this way, you know. And then you guys both start Ace of Cupsing it before you know it. It goes into a whole other direction. But you're putting that past away where you guys would argue in that side because you can negatively love side. You can be like, I love you so much that I'm fighting with you. Maybe you like the makeup sex, but it's like you get to a point, 9 of Swords, you're almost to 10 Swords, and you get to the point where it's like, is there a way to have the makeup sex without the fighting part possibly? Could we just actually have a relationship? I wouldn't mind that for a change. Like where if I say I love you, they say I love you too. Could we try that maybe? Where they ask me how my day's going, and it gets you to that point where, look at, you've actually worried about this so much, the frickin' hawk or the falcon, the bird down there, eagle probably. I'm not really pro with birds. I think it's an eagle. Either way, you'd have to have a permit to own one of these things for sure. But it's at the point where, look at him, he's even looking like, woman, would you give it a break? The frick are you're still going? Would you go to sleep? You got to get up for work in 15 minutes. That type of a thing, because you're one sword away and you're so focused on wanting to find that sword that you're high priestessing up with 3 of Pentacles to literally do the work with spirit. That is what the 3 of Pentacles is it not? You're wanting to work with spirit, 3 of Pentacles style, to get to that 10 of Swords completion, to have your 9 of Cups happiness. And whether it's with this person or the other person, it's the choice you want to make. 2 of Wands. Why did I say that before I pulled the 2 of Wands? Do you have options? Are you Libra, darling? Are you at a fork in the road and there's maybe a fire and a water sign you're dealing with, possibly? 2 of Wands. You do know what happens, though. You do know what happens with options, right? You have 3 Pentacles. You're doing the work with spirit. So even if you don't realize it, when you subconsciously are talking or you're dreaming or thinking, spirit is listening. They're on tap all the time with this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn for your 9 of Cups happiness. And at that point, even if you want a free will, you know, go, I'm not going this way. I want to go this way. Spirit goes Willy Wonka on you with this 2 of Wands here, Larry. Why do I always say that? Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Those are the fire signs, Libra. But this is when Spirit goes Willy Wonka and goes, oh, sure, go ahead and make your own choice. Free will. Yeah, don't stop. It's not like I'm the big freaking universe, been around forever, and you're just a freaking human that's here for about 70 or 80 years, and then you move on. But yeah, your free will outpower me totally. And then they walk up to you, much like an Aries, and shove you in the pool and pick the path that you're going down. Kind of like you decide that you're going to take the freeway to work instead of the side roads, and then the freeway ramps are all closed in some way, one way or another. You get forced to take the side roads. But yeah, you wanted to take the freeway, right? You chose which way you were going to work, 2 of Wands style. And it's that sort of a thing too. that even when you don't realize it, where you're sitting there going, F this, I want solid, real love. And Spirit's like, okay. But then you're like, I want it over here. And it's like, maybe not. And then your person's like, oh, well, I'm not sure if I'm ready yet. And Spirit's like, yes, you are. That sort of thing starts happening. So that's literally how you manifest this Ace of Pentacles. So like what you're doing is you come here to hang out with me as we go ahead and we set some manifestation powers underneath the new moon. It's an Ace of Pentacles, Two of Wands manifestation. So you're looking at your Taurus, Virgo, Cappy, and you're looking at your Aries, Leo, Sag. I said it right that time. Showing that grounded fire. Dude, literally what we're dealing with right now. We're going through Sag season into Capricorn season. And we're we're at the high point of Sag season. Cupid is like high strung right now. You know what I mean? 6 Cups, it's getting happier. You know, dude, oh man, of all the songs I hear, Bobby McFerrin, Don't Worry, Be Happy, where the hell did that one come from? Oh my God. I need to listen to some Caitlyn later. Holy crap. All right, Leo. Let's say, Leo, stop. Libra. Oh my goodness. What are you doing to me, Libra? This is exactly what you're doing to me. Top Gun Maverick. You got a dive bomb in, shoot my head full of sword energy? Just jam the hole, just put a hole right through my forehead. Why don't you? Okay, it's a current energy. And if you're actually still hanging in there after all this mess up, then I would really love it if you like, shared, comment, and subscribed. And if you are watching this on Wednesday, I go live tonight at 8. So come on back and hang out with me. Yeah, Chariot. Death card. Dude, the water energy. You cannot get away from the water energy. All right, currently, right now, December 2022 for Libra and their person. What's the energy around them right now? Here we go. I appreciate you. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Do all that stuff. You guys, I love Libras. You guys are awesome. Cute dimples, too. All right, let's see what we got currently. Stay put there, clarifiers. Currently, right now, look what showed up, the Three of Pentacles. Did I not mention this in your past energy, that once you start tuning in and doing the work, Spirit's going to hear you? And dude, you're sitting underneath a full moon right now. The moon is at its peak. Trust me. We can make little gags on how Cancers are the moon's bitch, but I'm going to let you in on a little secret. That full moon energy is like when Bruce Banner turns into the Incredible Hulk. We actually own the moon. That's why we shoved the moon card down Pisces' throat, right? Yeah. Go there. Three of Pentacles. Doing the work with Spirit right now to manifest your Ace of Pentacles, Two of Wands. Told you the decision got made. And they're also, so what you put out there, since you're on the same frequency as your person, since you guys have connected, and there's no way to unthink something once you've thought it, that means Spirit dishes it out in both ways. So maybe you're even getting signs that, hey, your person's kind of ready. And your person's getting sign that, wow, Libra, you know, that type of a thing. Oh, I want more Libra. Just some, they get that, like, that feeling about them, right? Three of Pentacles. 4 Cups. Yep, literally sitting here right now going, yeah, Archer, that's why we're here, because we got this full moon happening, and I want to see what's going on into December and where it's going to go. So we're going to set some intentions to see where December goes. That's what we're doing tonight. You've tried the other 3 cups. You've tried them all out. Your person's been there. There could have been some. I said you might have had options. So maybe there was like 6 parties. Why? What are we doing, Libra? But either way, you and your person, maybe you guys even went your own ways, tried dating some other people, you know, done that thing where you can come back and come full circle. You guys can be, I mean, you can go through a fight and a breakup, but I mean, you've tried all the other 3 cups and you're ready to manifest that 4th cup that you want, so you can keep going for some happiness. You know, you can look through it either way, and you can just come straight back into it. Queen of Swords, you're cutting out the bullshit from this. So yeah, we're on the right point. If you don't go through this dating during a separation, you don't come back to realize what you don't know what you got till it's gone. And it sucks, but you know, sometimes people need to do that to try and find themselves and realize, oh crap, Libra was the one. The grass isn't greener anywhere else. And you're just kind of tired. You're so tired of having to manifest all this. Been working a long time on them cups, right? And just needing to take a little break. But you're done fighting too, because you brought back the head of your victims, right? All those bad energies, all those past energies, because you're an air sign. You understand how to use a sword. You understand that a sword laying on a table, Libra, can't hurt anybody. It's not until you pick that sword up and jam it into somebody's heart chakra that it starts affecting people in a way. But for you, you've got 9 of Pentacles. Your person's finally coming back around to this situation because they can't take it anymore. This is, you know, up in their head, staring at the ceiling. When the Queen of Swords is done, you know what happens when, okay, dad will yell and fight all day long, but when mom gets pissed off, you got issues, right? Nobody, I mean, everybody kind of puts up with dad, especially if it's a stepdad. It's like, you're not my dad. No, I'm your dad. Whatever. All that shit happens. But then, whoa, mom shows up, Queen of Swords style, and the kids cut that shit out right away. And so This is literally saying we're done with this Four of Cups energy and we're ready for some Nine of Pentacles. So you've got a very grounded Virgo energy coming straight up into this, showing that you're going to use this full moon energy very positively to manifest Princess of Wands with some passion. And it is something totally new and different. Leo, Aries, and Sag shows up again, coupling up with this Virgo and you yourselves, that it's something totally different. It's a passion that you don't understand or haven't felt before. You're going to start feeling different, getting more messages. That sun energy shows up, plus the big kitty there, Libra. So I see a Leo-Libra connection coming in here. Heavy Cancer, especially in the past, not so much in the future. You notice how you're all the water lovey-dovey through 5D BS in your head, much like how a Cancer would get in the past, but now in the future, earth, air, and fire. Oh cow, that's a 70s group. Okay, but either way, you're putting away the 5D love here, and you're like, oh no, we're going to manifest some Ace of Cups that's actually right here in the real world energy, because you want your Nine of Pentacles success. Look what's anchoring you through December as well, Libra. 9 Pentacles, 1 pentacle away. Literally, all you need is love. And here you show up with the Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Ready, literally what I was saying about being able to use your sword wisely to set your intentions. So this month, what you put out tonight during the full moon, that volcanic eruption in Gemini of energy that comes out, coupled up with the Mars retrograde, the whole Mars and Venus connection. Right now, what you've got going on to make this happen, just to use that one word wisely and manifest what you want, Libra, it's something that doesn't happen that often. The planetary positions right here to make this happen for you, where once you spit this out into Ace of Swords, that's the Ace of Swords going into your person's head, where they realize, I got to make this work with Libra. If it's a new person coming in, they just simply realize you're the one, and they want your Ace of Swords. You can get that sword down, then you take it. That sort of a thing. So that's where you're coming into to go into the future, where you've been through the struggle. You start cutting out this 5D love energy that never seems to manifest, that gets you up into your fields. You start manifesting from a grounded, stable point here with this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and it creates this whole new passion. They're looking at you so differently, right? They're looking at you as wanting to do this Ace of Swords. You kind of get them right there. You can, just the kind of thing where they think about Libra and they're just like, something about Libra just is right there. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you've been working out a little bit. Look at that. That's wild. Either way, it's just kind of even embracing your Leo placements, if you have them, to a point that your person sees it that way and they're attracted to you from just embracing each part. Maybe they see or know you as a Libra sun, but you're here watching because you're a Libra Jupiter or something crazy like that. So you embrace that positioning. Maybe you got some Leo placements and you embrace those and don't start shedding. But you know what I mean. And it lets you kind of go that way, where it's like the Grease moment where Sandra Bullock, I really haven't watched Grease in a long time. John Travolta Bubbles, 7 of Wands though. But where she shows up in the leather and the heels and the hair's all done, tell me about it, stud. This is tell me about it, stud. Think Ace of Wands in an air sign. That's where it's going forward. There's a freaking buttload of grounded passion here, and I don't know why I went that route, but I did. So let's see. We need to clarify this, because, dude, there's some passion where somebody is like wanting to love up on you in a 3D 9 of Pentacles style, and that's where that 1 Pentacle is. And if you're substituting an ace to get there, you know what? Do it to it, because they're looking at you, right, mama? So let's see clarifiers on this. All right, that Ace of Swords energy, they won't be able to contain themselves, because they're looking at you as this crazy, like, Leo, Saggy, weirdy, like how Sag is like a centaur, half man, half horse thing. What the frick is Leo doing right here with this frickin' half cheetah, leopard, cat, human thingy going on, right? It's just like them looking at you and being like, I gotta get with Libra right there, that Ace of Swords. When a Libra talks, they know what's going on. This communication that comes, since it's you, this is keeping your phone nearby you, because what you're wanting is what is coming, to a Pentacle style. That balance and stability coming in, knowing that you've got all the ingredients, and Spirit's even helping here to put it together using this 3D energy to make something really delicious, probably. That's what I'm thinking, at least. Yeah, 2 swords. Haven't we seen this one yet? Not yet? 2 of swords? No, it jumped. That's right, the 2 of swords. Cutting out the bullshit for that piece. If you guys both come in with this Ace of Swords, which is about where you're at when I see this mirroring connection happening, that you guys were trying to find each other, it's 2 of Swords cutting out that 4 of Cups BS, the energy that you're in right now. And then you sit down because you're tired out, and that's when this positivity starts coming in, and you're ready to go back into it, Ace of Swords down, like, all right, drop 5 and punt. We were, this, like Rocky Balboa, yo, Adrian, yo, okay. And then you get to, rest, and the bell goes off and you come back in. But this round, you get the TKO and you going like this, like full tilt in at it, right? To a Pinnacle style. On the Queen of Swords to the Tower moment. See, cutting out that BS because you don't want this no more and starting a new beginning. And I love that this one comes in because you can have different Tower moments in life, right? You can have that really bad, horrific, 9/11 sinking of the Titanic, or you can just be like her. She's calling somebody, like your person is calling you, trying to find a reason to tell you that, oh my God, my life sucks because I dropped my coffee mug. And you're like, why don't you just go get another coffee mug? This is why you're calling me? Okay, I missed you too. And then you all of a sudden realize, Ace of Swords, like, oh shit, that's the reason. That's what Spirit had to do to get them to finally open their pie hole and call me. They broke their favorite mug. Oh shit. And then you sit back and you're like, sucks to be your mug, right? And then you're like, just go to 9 of Pentacles land. We'll get you one more of them, okay? With Temperance. Temperance in the future energy. See, take a sad song and make it better. Hey Jude, Sagittarius shows up to the party here, Libra. That when you get to that point and your person reaches out going, oh my God, I broke my coffee cup. What am I going to do? You do what a Libra does, where you just kind of balance it out, find the healing to go through. Think Sag for a minute, like, sorry about your cup. Was it a nice cup? Yeah. Do you have other cups? That type of a thing. And then while you're freaking out, or while rewind, while they're freaking out about it, and you're all of a sudden starting to realize, think of how Sagittarius can play it close to the vest like that. They might come off with like, was that your favorite cup? When deep down inside, they knew it was your freaking favorite cup, right? And what you don't realize is like, they're like, well, okay, we'll just, instead, let's just go to a coffee shop. We'll just have some wine together later on, type of a thing. And you find a way to come through it because you kind of realize, like how Saggy's knowledge comes in, where you're like, wait a second, my person really could have just cleaned the cup up by themselves, but for some reason they felt the need to call me. That's because they're looking for that happiness to get them there. So you guys are going to come together under this. Obviously, we're looking at right now with the Sag energy. It's Sag season, and start to heal out together. This isn't that doing the work and then after you're healed, then go back out and try to find somebody. This is people realizing that, okay, we're all broken in some way. If we come together and we heal together, we actually grow stronger in our union because we understand the pasts that we've both been through, and we actually work through those too. And then all of a sudden your person starts to speak Libra a little more, and they come a little more correct because like they don't trigger you because they know that's one of your triggers and that it might hurt you. That's how you stay in 9 of Pentacles and it doesn't start to 9 of Swords out on you. How Sagittarius of you, Libra, right? You might be dealing with a Sag or have some Sag placements. If you don't, you got more coming in, right? If you ain't got a little Sag in you, would you like some? Knight of Wands style comes up. Look at that, working with that passion. Look at there's the lizards are there. That's all those creepy feelings all over. And when you start to get in your feels more about it and want to go forward into it with this Princess of Wands, basically we got a Prince of Wands to the Knight of Wands. Michael Knight shows up, ready to go forward, and just look, she's got the whole table set. She's got the fiery lizard's passion right there. She's planning something later on. She's got a plan for later tonight. And it's probably going to involve that Ace of Swords. I think there's Ace of Swords available. Dude, I was literally thinking about this card when I pulled this card because it's her. Dude, Princess. We got both the Princess of Wands showed up too. Check it out. And I like these ones. Both Leo and Sag, little Aries too, but more Leo and Sag. I don't know why. It's a Libra reading, so we should see more Aries, more cardinal stuff. We had Cancer in the past. Where's Aries? Either way. Anyways, see, this is her out with the lizards, like collecting the lizards to bring, like the passion that drives your person back to you. With it, do I need to say it? You might be dealing with a fire sign, a Leo and Aries or a Sag. Okay, I'll say it. You might be. Even if you're not, it could be anybody. You're dealing with somebody embracing those placements enough to fight through the chills all over and still make it through planning an entire dinner, an entire evening. Even when they're nervous about it, they show up and come correct, and they want your Ace of Swords, right? So it's that, whoa, dude, if I pulled one more card, you'd have 2 of Cups. You'd have 2 of Cups right there. And there was a reason I had, holy shit, I'm not stopping. We got 10 of Cups. I'm putting them down, even though we're going into the future energy. I'm going to put them down, 2 of Cups to 10 of Cups. This is right now. When that Ace of Swords comes out, that passion motivates them into this happiness. You freaking wound up with 12 cups, and it's December. It's Sag season, and the 12-12 portal's coming up. You're going to manifest some freaking shit this month, and I have cussed way more than I should. You guys have an effect on me like that. I don't know why I even put that there. We're just putting it over here. All right, so you are sitting in a freaking strong place. You're staying confident. You're staying in your ways, and you're getting 12 cups happiness. That's Cupid on crack. That's what happens when you give a crab a Red Bull right there. You give a crab and a scorpion some Red Bull, and then everybody just gets a butt ton of love. Okay, it's going to be some deep passion. That the Ace of Swords going to go deep. Gemini. Why did I say that? Libra. What the heck? Libra. All right, so with all this in mind and this passion that's coming your way, heavy fire, heavy Aries, Leo, and Sag, grounded out with Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Not a lot of water until the end here, showing what you want to manifest with that Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But you know, it could be anybody. It could be what energies they're embracing. It could even just be that slice of the zodiac pie is affecting them. Kind of like, think of The Exorcist. Could you imagine? Could you imagine an exorcist? Could you imagine being demonically possessed by Sagittarius, or by Cancer, or by Aries, or by yourself? Scorpio, right? Okay, so think about it that way. Your person could be a dead nut sign. What's a sign we haven't mentioned yet? I don't think we've. Aquarius, Capricorn, Pisces. The only thing we brought them up. But so you could be dealing with, let's go with a double air connection. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, right, Libra? However, what happens is that Aquarius starts embracing a little bit of Leo. And then you're sitting there going, wait a second, hold it. I thought you were an air sign. Why are you coming at me like a fire sign? What's going on with that? And they're like, I don't know. And you're like, no, you're not a Sag. What's going on? That's the energy almost possessing them. And like, especially if it's an Aquarius, and they might be getting really close to spitting pea soup just because they're curious what it tastes like coming out instead of going in. It's an Aquarius thing. I don't know. But we're going to set your GPS for destinations kind of known and see what a potential future outcome for you and the one on your mind. I do appreciate y'all being here, and let's do it to it. Put this Two of Pentacles off to the side because we know a grounded choice is being made. You're not even playing with that stuff. The passion is literally driving your person towards you because, I mean, dude, especially if you're a redhead, then I don't even know what y'all are making them feel. Blonde's getting married. The brunettes look pretty happy over there. But the redhead's freaking, I don't know, that redhead is fighting, trying to figure this Princess of Wands out. They're struggling about your Ace of Swords. Or want to give you an Ace of Swords. Well, 2 and 10 of cups, 12 cups. Well, yeah, of course they want to give you an Ace of Swords at that point. That's a loving sword that shoots out, right? Don't even know if we want to know. All right, let's go, Libra. We got a future deck to rock here. Let's see. All right, bottom of the deck for your future. And remember, if you don't like this one, if we don't like this, we just hop onto another multiverse, hop another timeline. Create your own timeline. Grab this timeline, this timeline, this timeline, Princess of Cups, and make the timeline you want. Look who shows back up. Water energy. Here comes the love. Here comes the love. Here comes the love. With the Princess of Cups. Straight up, Cancer shows up, brought Pisces and Scorpio back to the party. And they want you to see their turtle. They like turtles, Libra. They like turtles. Okay, let's see what's going on because you got a love offer completely infecting this deck right now. Oh, God, the deck got crabs. And it got 10 swords. We made it. I told you when your clarifier on the High Priestess in the past was, I said you were 1 sword away from getting it. Look what your future is. Completion. 10 swords. You know what happens when all the 10 swords get put down. You walk away towards happiness. No longer being up in your head. No longer feeling the feelings. And here come the love again, right? All right, we got the Princess Swords. To clarify it, more sword energies. Using your words way more wisely than you've had to deal with before. And check it out. The Princess Swords has the air signs chariot. Remember, Henry Ford knew it. Everybody needs a car. Even the signs all need a car. Just because Cancer's got a chariot doesn't mean that the air signs don't need one too. And the Prince of Swords shows up on it with that sword. He's coming in from battle and he's ready to holster the sword. If you look at the momentum this way around, it's holstering the sword and putting it away. It's kind of like, don't y'all make me go frickin' Top Gun Maverick on you, but if I have to, I will. That type of thing. That you can kind of holster it Prince style and come through a little calmer, more direct. 7 of Swords. You are dominating the future energy. 7 of Swords. Your person is going to be so all about you on this new outcome. This is where you change it up, right? Because think about how tarot readers are, or even just people. Maybe not the readers, maybe it's the readees, right? Where they're like, oh God, 7 of Swords. Oh God, 10 of Swords. There's 3 signs out here, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, that are like, dude, you don't see us going, oh God, 7 cups. Oh God, 3 cups. Oh God, right? Oh God, 3 wands, right? Why did the swords have to get that bad rap? Because you know what? Maybe under the new moon, you get a better rap. This shows how you guys start mirroring and start responding to cycles. Like one of you gets sad and depressed during the full moon cycle. One of you gets sad and depressed during the new moon cycle, and high priesting up lets you work through that stuff. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius are energies that know how to use these swords. Straight up Aquarius. I know I was picking on Aquarius earlier with that pea soup reference, but you know where I was going with it. So this completion keeps you in your head. This is using your words wisely. This is like knowing how to use the sword, but not using it unless you have to. Yep, Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is you sitting there looking good in your decisions, staying focused and driven and motivated to stay the course, to stay through these 7 of Swords when they come up. Your person, it's like you guys role reverse. It finally happens. The runner becomes the chaser becomes the runner. And all of a sudden, Libra's sitting up there being like, you know I look good, right? And your person goes 7 of Swords being like, this I see as the Dom sub card for some reason, where they're like, yes, Libra, yes, mistress. And you're like, lick my boots, that type of a thing. You with that Capricorn energy comes out, that motivation that lets you stay in your place and use your swords wisely. Because you've walked away from it. They stay in their fields. When it happens, you get through it because you stay like a Taurus, stay very grounded, you stay planted. It's kind of like it's archers holding your nerve card, where when this shit happens, and your person gets a little wonky donkey and gets up in their 7 of Swords feel, you're like, don't worry, mommy knows how to handle a sword, right, Libra? Libra knows how to handle a sword, and then you can come through to correct it, clean it up, and fix it. 2 of Swords, peace. The same card as the present energy dominates the future, showing how good you will be able to use this sword energy. Because if you look, the future has a lot of swords in it, so there's a lot of work for your person to come through and focus onto it to motivate forward, because they're seeing you that way. So it winds up you coming peaceful at the end, because as we go through this, there's a lot of transitions with those cardinal points happening this month, and the Mercury retrograde happening. This is literally Mercury retrograde in 4 cards or less right here, But what happens and comes out of that is that you wind up grounded and stable because you know how to use these swords. And that's why the Tot deck can describe this one as a card of peace. 2 swords, sitting down after battle, zened out. You're just making origami, basically. So this shows how grounded you can be to use the sword energy and not look at it from such a bad way like everybody else does, but look at it from a more positive perspective. Libra knows how to use their swords wisely. All right, so potential future on this. Anybody else would look at it and be like, oh God, look at all those swords going on. But dude, it's literally your future. You're making the future what you want. 10 swords, Princess swords, 7 swords, 2 swords, that's 9. Then 10 more is 19 swords. We're talking like 19, 20, there's like 25 swords here. It's a lot of swords. So for you, that's like for a water sign to get all cups. You can't have an air sign reading and go, oh God, look at all these swords in your future. That's awful. Because what if this was a water sign reading? You'd have all these cups out and go, oh wow, look at all the cups. Look at all the love. The same with the swords. This is, look at all the communication. Look at all the talking. You guys can actually sit and talk to each other grounded. It's not fighting. It's not bitching and bickering. You guys actually hold a conversation. Or you can even do it without a conversation. Using your words wisely, it's not the negative annotation of, well, no response is an answer. No answer is an answer. No, it's like we're actually comfortable enough to sit, Netflix and chill under a blanket, not say 2 words to each other, and still know that we're okay. That type of thing. What's the opposite side of communication? No communication. Queen of Pentacles. Holy crap. And she jumped out and landed on the Queen of Pentacles. So right there, and this Queen of Pentacles shows both of you doing it. You both are grounded and stable. Literally what I've been just saying is I got this future communication in. You both are so grounded and stable that you can use your words wisely. Grounds it out. Bottom of the deck, yeah, buddy. Bottom of the deck is the Fool. Your future is a whole new beginning. Taking a leap of faith and not doing it the same way twice. This is a whole different direction, a whole new way of thinking, and you both love it. Frickin' looking good. I had to mention boots earlier, didn't I, Libra? Yeah, I did. 4 cups shows back up, clarifying on the Prince of Swords. More future energy transitioning in, or more present energy transitioning into the future of those 4 cups, showing that these choices, it's a life cycle. You guys have done this before, and it keeps happening. You're going to have 4 cup days all the time. It's not like your person comes back or your person commits, and then all of a sudden life's a Disney movie. No, these 4 cups Well, I hope it's not going to be these kind of 4 cup situations. If you're in a committed relationship, we probably shouldn't have a lot of options. Don't need to be running around filling everybody's cup up, right? Anyways, but so yeah, that's just showing these choices and options come in, and you guys will Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Queen of Pentacles energy through it together, 4 of Wands, because it's the wish you guys wanted and made. More passion, more forward movement. Okay, so this is kind of your person deciding that there's only 1 cup they want filled up, right? And sticking with it, making that wish to go forward to get what you want. I love how it's a Halloween theme here. I have no clue how that associates to the 4 of Wands and making a wish with like all the pumpkins and the jack-o'-lanterns and the cat down there and that. But one way or another, maybe it's a wish you set during Halloween or something. I don't know. 7 and 4 is 11 either way, so that brings us around. But this 4 of Wands wish is anchoring the future, showing that you can keep using these swords wisely to set intentions under any full moon to get the same result that you get right now. Queen of Cups, much like a Cancer can, right there. See, that shows how, that literally, she's a Cancer. She a Cancer. See, meet Bill. He a Gemini. However, Queen of Cups here, she's a Cancer. And see, that's basically how a Cancer feels the morning after the full moon. And like, there's not a morning after pill for full moon. You just got to kind of deal with it. It's the hangover that there is no hair of the dog for. You just got to wake up, let the sun come in and be like, okay, well, we made it. And that's the we made it through. And coming out forward, by the way, 2 queens. Told you y'all are mirroring Earth and water right there, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, right there with 2 queens. Peace. It could be a same-sex relationship. It doesn't have to be. It could also be that you both just have a lot of feminine energies and a lot of feminine placements in your charts too. That basically, like, we're not talking like a dynasty fight in a fountain, but just kind of more feminine, less masculine type of a thing where you guys just get each other, a little less Archie Bunker type thing. Oh, I had to make an Archie reference. Either way. But anyways, I'm Archer. A little different. Okay, I know a lot of meatheads though. Yeah. Anyways, 5 of Pentacles onto the 2 of Swords, clarifying at the end that even when you come into these moments and it looks like this Queen of Cup here looks, and you get stressed from the sword energy, that the wish is that any point that you see the door, that you know when and where to take it. See how she looks a little lost out there, but those gnomes up in the tree are kind of being like, it's that way. It's over there. This is what your future outcome is for you guys, is that you are able to catch each other's down moments when they're happening intuitively and use that energy to ride out the bad along with the good. It's a whole different kind of relationship. It's actually one that lasts. So yeah, y'all might not be too used to it, but then again, it might be like a really good thing. So yeah, Libra, I love it. Appreciate you very much for being here. It's an interesting reading as always. You guys do that to me. But either way, make it a great one. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Do all the YouTube stuff with me. Come and hang out every Wednesdays at 8 p.m. We go live doing all signs. Tarot and chill for a moment. Just hang out in my shell. It's kind of cool down here. Yeah. And otherwise, I will see y'all next time around. Make it a good one, guys. I love you. Peace. Yeah, cheers.